When you sit down with your loan officer, or we have some calculators available to help you with this, there are other costs of home ownership in addition to the mortgage expense. You know, if you're buying a single family home, obviously you're going to have property taxes on it or on a condo. We'll talk about that later. And you have insurance. You also have utility bills. We don't actually count that in the mortgage evaluation process, but the fact is you're going to have to pay for electricity, for gas, for water, for sewer, trash collection, whatever they do in your area, and you have to pay for that. One of the expenses that very few people ever think about, but is in fact a real thing, unless you're buying a new home, homes wear out on a periodic basis. Things just happen that, especially if you're buying a home that's not new, you know, pretty soon someday the cabinets need fixing, or you need a new water heater, or the front driveway needs to be poured concrete again, or the house needs to be painted, or there's termite work that has to be done. Just a zillion things that can go wrong with a house that ultimately you have to pay for, and you ought to have something in the budget every month that you're setting aside so that when one of those events happens, you're prepared for it. There's no set percentage, and obviously it's a function of how old the house is and how well the previous owner has taken care of it. But if you take your value of your home and then subtract the land value, i.e. you're just looking at the value of the structure itself, I think it's not unreasonable to think of putting away 2 or 3 or 4% of the value of that number that you've come up with and putting it in a special account so that when the inevitable has to happen, you've got money to pay for it that doesn't come out of your paycheck.